The number of people dying from asthma in the UK has reached its highest level in more than a decade, and a doctor has warned it can get worse in winter. Asthma is a common long-term condition that can cause coughing, wheezing, chest tightness and breathlessness, but can come on suddenly and cause an asthma attack. The condition can be fatal if it is left untreated. In the UK, around 5.4 million people are currently receiving treatment for asthma, the equivalent of 1 in every 12 adults and 1 in every 11 children. Figures, compiled by the Office for National Statistics, England and Wales, the National Records of Scotland and the Northern Ireland Statistics and Research Agency, reveal that 1,468 people died from asthma attacks in the UK in 2015. An increase of 21%, over a fifth, compared with the previous year. But as the seasons change and the weather get colder, people suffering with the condition are increasingly at risk. Claire Morrison, GP at www.medexpress.co.uk said, "Asthma typically worsens for sufferers during the cold winter months because we spend more time inside and less time taking in the fresh air. The reason this can trigger more asthma attacks is because the longer we are inside, the more likely we are to inhale asthma triggers such as mold, pet fur, dust mites and even smoke and fire debris from all of those cozy fireplaces we use much more commonly in the winter months. Going outside into the frigid weather can then trigger an attack. As well as this factor, the cold, dry air can cause havoc on an asthma sufferer by itself. When you inhale this air, it can dry out the mucous membranes lining your lungs. These membranes are one of your body's natural defenses against bacteria and nasty viruses. When these membranes dry out, your chances of contracting infections increases, which is one of the most common asthma triggers. Cold and flu, which are unpleasant at best, can also trigger air asthma symptoms. With more people at risk of picking up a cold for flu during their winter months, sufferers are at great risk of experiencing an attack. Asthma UK said a doctor or asthma nurse may suggest you of the flu jab for people who have a preventer inhaler, those on strong steroid tablets and anyone who has had to go to hospital because of an asthma attack. Asthma is caused by inflammation of the small tubes, called bronchi, which carry air in and out of the lungs. People with asthma will have inflamed bronchi and more sensitive than normal. When sufferers come into contact with something that irritates the lungs, which is known as a trigger, the airways become narrow. The muscles around them tighten, and there is an increase in the production of phlegm. Common asthma triggers include house dust mites, animal fur, pollen, cigarette smoke, exercise and viral infections. This comes after it was revealed asthma sufferers could reduce risk of severe attacks by taking vitamin D supplements. Watch more videos at video.5la.net.